Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon to our dear listeners. We are from Group 10. Today, we will be presenting our final project presentation for our subject BITS1313, Data Communication and Networking. Let's start! Our group members are Khairul Yasir bin Jusni, Muhammad Nur Adli bin Ruslan, Layin Lay, Sayyidah Siti Khadijah binti Ghazali, and Nur Afrina binti Muhammad Shamsuddin. So, how the data travels from the lecturer's computer to reach the online learning system server?
Application such as web browser, it provides a application layer protocol to receive and send the data. This application generates data that must be transferred via the network. The data format will be specified by the application layer, and the data will be sent to the presentation layer. In this layer, it provides user interface and support for the service. In layer 6 about presentation layer. Presentation layer has three types of tasks. Firstly is translation, which is converting from human language to computer language. Secondly is encryption and decryption. Encryption is convert the original data from different format and then deliver to a messenger across a network. Meanwhile, decryption is reverse from encryption, which is the process is restoring the communication to the original state. Meanwhile, compression is about reduce the number of bits contained in the information. In the fifth layer is session layer. In the session layer is about create a session between sender and receiver. It is to maintain a safe and synchronized interaction between communication systems. For example, a lecturer wants to send notes or assignment to the student by using the online learning system. The server system in Cobham College IT Center should be support or maintain the data from transport layer, that data from the lecturer computer.
For layer 4, transport layer. Transport layer is the second layer of the TCP/IP model. We can define that transport layer is the service to segment transfer and resemble the data for individual communication between the end device. It is an end-to-end layer used to deliver message to a host, and it is termed as end-to-end layer because it provides a point-to-point connection rather than hop-to-hop. That transport layer between the source host and destination host to deliver the service reliably. For layer 3, network layer. The network layer controls the operation of the subnet. The main aim of this layer is to deliver packets from source to destination across multiple links. Network layer that allows for the connection and transfer of data packets between different devices or networks. And network layer also that data is transferred to the receiving device in the form of packets via logical network path in an ordered format controlled by the network layer.
Hello, my name is Nur Afrina and I will be presenting layer 2, which is the data link layer. In this layer, the three main functions of the data link are to deal with transmission errors, regulate the flow of data, and provide a well-defined interface to the network layer. When it transfers the data to the network layer, it uses timers and sequence numbers to check for errors to ensure that all data is successfully received. The data link layer has different services and protocols to complete its task. The protocols are the rules required to pass data successfully to the next layer. And lastly, for layer 1, which is the physical layer, it is made up of various network components such as power plugs, connectors, receivers, and different cable kinds. The physical layer transports data bits from one device, such as computer, to another device. The type of encoding, how the zeros and ones in a signal are encoded, are defined by the physical layer, and the physical layer is in charge of transmitting unstructured raw data streams across a physical channel.
I'm Lai Lei and I will present subnetting calculation. The IP address for online learning system server is 192.168.45.55. The first of that 192 can determine the class for this IP address, which is class C, and test 2 bits from the host field for subnetting and leave 6 bits for defining hosts. So that the quantity of bit borrowed is 2, quantity of subnet is 2, number of hosts per subnet is 62. Below is the IP table for online learning system server.
For the next one is we try to configure the TCP IP. So, step 1, press the window button along with R button on your keyboard or just search run in Windows search and click on it. Step 2, type ncpa.cpl in the run window, then click OK. Step 3, number of network on your computer will be shown on the next Windows tab. And then right click on the Ethernet and click properties as shown below. Step 4, select Internet Protocol version 4, TCP IPv4 and click properties. Step 5, select use the following IP address as shown in the figure. On the IP address, set it to 192.168.1.3. On the subnet mask, set it to 255.255.255.0. Default gateway can set it to 192.168.1.1. And the last step is select use the following IP addresses and use the following DNS server addresses. Enter the IP address of the DNS server that your ISP should supply. The preferred DNS server is the same to default gateway and use the following IP address. 192.168.7.8.2 must be used as an alternate DNS server. Then to save the setting, click OK. So through this project, we as a team learn how the data flow work in this project and how to calculate the subnetting, and we know how to configure the TCP IP for this project. That's all from us. Thank you.